loads and loads of football on the hat trick today. We start here with Preston North End v Derby County. Preston and Derby both got hammered on the weekend. That was Good Friday. Well, not for these two teams, it wasn't. Preston got hammered 4-1 at Hillsborough, and Derby lost 4-1 at home to Sunderland. That was an odd one. They have kicked off. Quickly go through the teams. For Preston 22, it's Maxwell in goal. They've made a change there. 14 Fisher, 23 Hunterton, 20 Davis, 3 Cunningham, 4 Pearson, 12 Gallagher, 29 we'll call him Bark, 8 Brown, 37 Robinson, 24 Maguire. For Derby County, number 1 Carson, 12 Bird, 16 Pierce, 33 Davis, that's Kurt Davis the captain, 14 Wisdom, 44 Huddlestone, 36 Joe Ledley, 9 Wyman, 23 Vidra, 10 Lawrenson and 28 Nugent. And Preston North End just 3 points today will put them back into the playoffs. They're on 60 points. A win would put them above Derby in 5th on 63 points. So Millwall and Sheffield United, who play later on, will probably be more happy enough for a draw. Same with Bristol City. And that just goes out for a throw-in. And we do have one of the moderators, Woodland FC, showing his utter love for Preston North End. Deep Daddy, he loves Preston North End and Burnley. And it's Derby coming forward in that lovely yellow strip. But Cunningham gets there first. Player down for Preston on the right side. Where did Derby get the idea for those away kits? Here come Preston. Ball in the box, headed out. Richard Keogh is on the bench. Ball goes in. Bark Hazen is his name. That's a mouthful I'll have to remember. As Lawrenson gives away a free kick. Yellow with blue on the shoulders. I mean, if this was a night game, would they really need the floodlights on at Deepdale, or could they just use those Derby County shirts? Be a lot cheaper. Well, free kick for the North Enders. From the left, curling to the box. Gallagher the score, headed away. More heads up. Well, Vigil was back there. Huddleston now, chance to break, a long ball over the top, all the way back to the Preston defender. He didn't really pull that one off, did he? And here come Preston. Brown plays it back. Gallagher gonna go. No, he's gonna take it in. Plays it short. Brown, and that's into the away crowd. I think he missed a target just a tad there. Putting in their famous all white. And time for some knowledge. A matter of fact, in the first ever Football League season in 89 season, yes, they were unbeaten in the league. They were unbeaten in the cup. Right, hence they were called the Invincible. But in that season, during that invincible period, they played a match against Sunderland and got absolutely smashed. So on a technicality, they didn't do the whole season as the Invincibles. They did lose a friendly away at Sunderland. What was the score? I can't remember. And Ledley puts it out for a throw into Preston. It's a bit like when people go about Arsenal's unbeaten run. It was an unbeaten run in the Premier League. They lost to Man United in the Cup and got dumped out of the Champions League by Chelsea. Skills and Vines, it's the Football Channel HD, not the channel question mark. I'm watching this on Sky Sports Football. It's also on Sky Sports Events. Remember, I can't show any of the footage, or the lovely people at YouTube and the Football League and the EFL would kindly have my channel struck down. And here comes a free kick which Gallagher's going to take on that left side. It's maybe not. No, he's pointing, moving the ball a little bit forward. Or can Gallagher provide an excellent delivery to that right side from the left? You never know. Well, ball flies into the box. And that's headed away. Could have let that go out for a goal kick. But Preston get a cheap throw in. Pierce side in to head the goal out. And Preston have the ball, passing it around to the middle. Gallagher to number 14. Now going to have to do it all over again. And that goes out for a throw in. Bird putting the ball out. So teams these days in the Premiership or the Championship either sponsored by betting companies or tyre companies. For years, Inter Milan were sponsored by... I can't even remember what the company was called. No, Wolves were once sponsored by Goodman Tyres. Goodyear Tyres. Goodman did sponsor Pompey. As the ball just bounces around. Nothing much happening here. Bit of scuppy football on the near side. Can Preston do something there? Is Preston with the ball? Going nowhere. Going back from Robinson. Over to Fisher. Fisher brings it forward. Slips. That's all the way back in defence. Hello, Alfie Cross. Of course this is class. I'm the one doing the commentary. Who needs Sky Sports? Pirelli, that's the tyre company that used to sponsor Inter Milan. I would say from, well, all the way through the 90s into the early millennium. And Fisher takes a throw in for Preston. Preston headers all over the place. Good head tennis this from Derby County. And that'll be a throw into Derby inside their own area. Beard will take it, throw it long, bounce, header, another header, middle of the park, nothing, two hooves, player goes down, that's Brown going down, that's not a free kick, he turns, moves, a massive misplaced pass, but Derby somehow get hold of it, then it's volleyed back up the pitch. And back to Carson. A Deepdale looks half empty. Just think 10 years ago, Carson was an England international. Who can ever forget that amazing save he didn't make against Croatia, single-handedly handing it to Croatia to qualify. Well, Preston slightly been the better team, but it hasn't been that good so far. But here come Derby. Vidroff, Nugent, claim your handball for something, or I don't know what. Replay. The ball still with Derby now in the middle of the park, spreading the play. And Lawrence decides to kick it out for a throw in to Preston. So it's a Pilfer handball, is it? No. Came off his chest. 100% cert. Another vision? No, it's off his chest. Didn't even touch him. So Hunterton did not handle the ball. That's that cleared. Let me do VR. Pay me to be the video referee, and I would be perfect. Lawrence now, can he put a better ball in the box? No, he passes it to Ledley. Ledley plays it across the 12-yard. Now it's in there. Is this going to be the first goal? Oh, shoot! Takes a touch. Oh, that was a wasted opportunity by Derby County. Could have had the first goal and they totally screwed it up. Lawrenson plays it to Ledley. Ledley plays it across the box. Ball played in. Not offside. Well, he plays it back to Wisdom. Wisdom screws up and chance gone. Golden opportunity for the Derby. 12 minutes played. Is the first goal where the floodgates open. And I'd like to remind you, Preston are sponsored by Tempo Bet. Could be misread for something else, I suppose. And that'll be a header out by Bird on the left side. And no, it's going to be Fisher with the throw-in for Preston. Not that low. When Preston get in the 12-yard box, no they can't, and it's hoofed down the pitch all the way back to the Preston keeper, who is Maxwell. Hunterton plays a long ball up, headed away by Derby, and it's pretty scrappy at the moment. Ball hoofed over to the other side. Number 37 just plays it back. Cunningham back to number 37. Robertson then plays a... well, could be a good... oh, that's straight to the arms of Carson. Well, good ball in the 12-yard box, but the player Barkson, whatever his name is, just volleys it straight to the arms of Carson. And that's back to Maxwell. He rolls it out to the middle. Nothing there. Huddleston. Ledley loses the ball. Now Preston can bring it forward eventually. Maguire. Ball with Pearson middle defence to Fisher. Fisher plays it long and that should be dealt with by Derby. Derby have the ball. Derby have the ball and that'll be a throw into Preston. Lawrence are not able to do much with that, even though there was plenty of options. Ball in the middle now from Preston going backwards. Over to the other side. Where are Preston going? Playing from side to side. A ball all the way up. And that should be Carson. He's a dodgy keeper, but he kicks it long. The first header will be for Preston. Robson plays it back. Bit of dodgy play from Preston. Could be a chance here for Derby. Could be a chance for Nugent. And he does nothing. That's some poor defending from Preston, but Nugent. Well, it's a good ball to Nugent, but Fidra could have done better. Don't forget to get those likes up. We got 2 more games to do. We'll win League 1 for Portsmouth v Wigan. Wigan all but look up. Here you go, Preston. Long shot comes in, and that goes wide. Gallagher shoots from goal just outside the 12-yard box. On the edge, but only manages to hit the aggroup.com sign. Oh, they have got that corner. So there's a corner now for the Deepdalers, or the Lily Whites, call them what you will. Somebody already has. Here comes that corner. Corner comes in. Do we have a goal? No, we don't. Headed away. The ball coming straight back in. It is header, and Carson deals with that. A quick throw out. Here goes Fidra. He's on the run. That was a dire pass, and Fisher deals with that quite comfortably. And now Preston might break. And maybe they won't. Throw into Preston. Preston have not played in the top flight of English football since the 60s. And Preston, along with Notts County, have played every season in the Football League since the Football League formed back in 1888. The Premiership is nothing to do with the Football League. To put it in one way, the Premier League is as much to do with the Football League as the Vanderama National League. The Football League contains 72 football clubs. The Championship, League 1, League 2. And I'm sure soon they'll rename all the leagues again. There's not much happening. Just a ball being booted into way up in the air. Another long ball played over, which should fall to Carson. Nope, doesn't drop from Maguire. That's poor from Davis. Another header from Fisher. Very scrappy. There's an injury and a free kick to Preston, and Lawrenson had a clash of heads. No, he doesn't. Gallagher. Boot was very high from Gallagher, and it's Lawrenson that gets penalised. What? Referee. It was Gallagher's foot was well high. So Preston win a dodgy free kick. Gallagher over it. Ball comes in, it's pretty pathetic, and that'll go over the bar. Oh yeah, who is the referee? Today's referee is Tony Harrington, from where I don't know or care. But I don't know why he gave that free kick to Preston North End. It was definitely Gallagher who had his foot well high in the back of the Derby player Lawrenson, so he called that wrong, the referee. And here come Derby County. Ball spread. Lawrenson couldn't even... I think he's confused. Fisher is wearing a white, but Derby, Lawrenson, you're in the yellow, not the white today. I think he's a bit colourblind. Thank you for the thumbs up and a big boo to the 2 thumbs down. Gallagher. Davis heads it away. To Barks. Hazen. On for Brown. Can he keep his foot in? He's still going. He's still going. Puts the ball in and wins a corner. Oh, that's behind for a corner for Preston. 20 minutes gone. No goals yet. He drives at the heart of the defence and wins a corner. That's it. Don't really need to see the replay that many times. Well done on getting through those 2 defenders, Brown. Ball comes in. Header in. Can't just scrambled away. It's all scrappy, volleyed away by Derby. Brown again. On the other side. Puts the ball in. That finds a Derby head. No, that's kicked away. Well, Pearce booting the ball away. I can hear the away fans singing, "Come on, Derby." So 1 game called off for some reason. Nottingham Forest and Barnsley is a waterlogged pitch. And it's Millwall who go to Ipswich. That's a pretty big game. Middlesbrough are at Burton Albany. Bristol City at home to Brentford. QPR at home to Norwich. Sunderland play Sheffield Wednesday, and a big match. Sheffield United hoping to get back in the playoffs, take on 2nd place Cardiff City. And that is a foul by Gallagher. And Joe Ledley definitely handball from Paul Gallagher. And then Paul Gallagher pushes Joe Ledley over. I mean, that's two bookings already for Paul Gallagher. With a ball in the circle. The ball put straight in. No one gets to it. That's wasted, and that's a goal kick. Curtis Davies not able to get to that ball in the 6-yard box. Derby headed back into the Preston half, and that goes out for throwing that halfway line already taken. A long ball played. Lots of headers, a hoof. Heads up, everyone misses it. And Preston going to go all the way back to Maxwell. He boots it up the pitch. Heads up. Someone control it. Here come Preston North End. Is it going to be a long boom? That comes to nothing much. And Derby in the 12-yard box boot it down the pitch. It's headed back up. Falls to Preston. It's nice and scrappy. A lot of loose balls. And it's Derby going to try and create something here in their own box. Still with Derby. Not going forward quick enough. Tom Lawrence And that finds Maxwell, number 19 for Derby, on A ball to find anybody as Preston try to come forward. Here come Preston. Robinson puts the ball in. Nothing. Pearson. Cunningham. Robinson back to Pearson. A long ball played. Play goes down for Preston, and that'll go all the way back to Carson. 25 minutes played, 0-0. Shots on target, well, I'm going to say nothing so far. Ooh, Cunningham, was that a foul? Here come Preston. Robinson. He keeps it in play. Now he makes a charge. Puts a ball in. Nobody there for Preston. And that'll go out for a corner. A corner, I mean a goal kick. Goal kick. Header, another header, another header. This is going to go out for a throw in. Came off Lawrenson. Well, I must say, Alex O'Neill hasn't done a bad job at Preston North End since he's getting fired from Norwich. Of course, former manager at St Johnson. Maguire now, number 24. He doesn't take that player on. He's still the ball. He's going to shoot for goal. Could be a chance here for... Oh, God. Well, Davies able to make sure Robson couldn't have a clean shot of goal. Maguire cuts in, loses it but keeps it, then plays the ball through to Robson. Robson controls it. That was some good defending there from Davies to get his body in the way. So good defending that from Derby. And here comes the corner. Gallagher in swinging, nothing there. A long ball played over by Fisher into the 12-yard box. Is this going to be a chance here for Preston? No, they lose it. And Preston will lose it and Derby have a chance. Here goes Lawrence. Hasn't got much support. He's going to go it alone. Could be a chance. Oh, my word. And they get in the 12-yard box and lose the ball. Well, some good counter-attacking by Derby from Lawrence, but no finished product. That was poor from Derby when they got in the 12-yard box. Not really clinical, but throwing to Derby. I suppose Preston have dominated possession. That's about it, really. As that's played all the way back to the Derby keeper, Carson. He boots long. Headers up. There you go, Preston now. Could be a chance here. Ken Robson. Oh, he's comes off Carson's foot. That comes to... Oh. Disappointing, Preston North End. A ball out played into the box. Ken Robson do it this time. No, he can't. Some dodgy defending from Derby County. And there'll be a throw in on the right to Preston. Well, Derby did get caught out there, but Robson needs to do better than that. I think Carson should be getting hold of that. Why does Carson have to use his foot? He should be just getting down and grabbing the ball. The throw-in is Derby's, but the ball goes back. Header by Preston, another header by Derby. But they're giving it away to Preston. Could be a chance here for Preston. Bobbles around and Derby cleared the danger. Followed by Hunterton, and he swerves it out for a throw into Derby in their own half. Yes, Callum Grant, I am watching it live on Sky Sports. Sky Sports Football. This is just a hobby of mine. Free kick. So 1961 was the last time Preston were in the top flight. And who can forget Derby's last time in the top flight? It was 10 years ago. Wow, what a season. They got an amazing 11 points that season. Robbie Savage was in the team. Paul Jewell was the manager. And he was the one who created miracles with Bradford City in 2000. But with Derby, he could do nothing. Robbie Savage now, of course, the commentator on BT Sports and BBC One, as Preston come forward. Maguire, Davis left his foot in, and now can Derby come forward as a balloon goes across the pitch, and the ball is booted up by Carson as Davis went back to the keeper. Header, Ben Davis for Preston, no relation to the Spurs man. Ledley loses it, and that'll be a free kick for a foul on Fisher, taken quickly. And that was taken very swiftly, but Bugger Haas could do nothing as Bird puts it out for a throw-in. Corner going to be taken by Gallagher on that left side. Gallagher, another good corner, and again no one attacking the ball, headed back into the 6-yard box. That was poor as it's cleared easily by Derby. It's up in the air. Who's... oh boy. Davis kicks it long all the way back to Maxwell. Maxwell brings it out, and he quickly moves out to the captain. I don't know where Preston are going. It's middle of the park now. Plays it back. Are they going to the right or to the left? They're stuck in the right side. 33 minutes played. This first half has gone quick. Well, it's no counter-attack from Preston. Now the ball's played through, and Derby deal with that. Easy wisdom. Headers. Robinson. Huddleston plays a poor ball and loses it into the middle. Here goes Fisher. That's now going all the way back to Maxwell, no doubt, from Fisher. Back out the Fisher now. And Fisher plays a long bowl, which Gallagher can't control. Back to Carson. He boots it long, and that's going to be a header for Preston. Gallagher. Here goes Barkhazen. He puts the ball in, and that's going to go out for maybe a throw-in. No. There's a play who retrieves it for Preston. Another ball put in the 12-yard box. Robson header. Wasn't a bad effort. Did Carson have to die for it? Ball comes in from the right. Davies puts his head up. What was the closest we've had so far? Just wide of the right of the post, which Carson desperately dived for. Callum Robson could have won a corner there if Robson could have got hold of the ball. I mean, Carson could have got hold of the ball. Cunningham plays it long. Here comes Brown. Doesn't go anywhere. Is that a penalty? Yeah, give a penalty. Did Wisdom bring him down? We do need a penalty in this game to liven things up. I don't know if it was a penalty. Let's have a look. Is it a penalty? He's holding on to... That's not a penalty. It's not a penalty. You bloody cheat. Robertson dived. It's a dive, but what hey, we need something to liven this game up. Alan Brown gonna take this penalty. Here goes Brown. He's missed. He's missed it. And and Carson went the wrong way. It's one of those games, isn't it? Well, I suppose that's justice for Derby County because it wasn't a penalty. Oh, they didn't take advantage. Brown totally misses it. Hits the post and ends up hitting the ajgroup.com sign behind, just left of the goal. And Alex O'Neill, bit annoyed, throws his water bottle on the ground. So still 0-0, even after a penalty. So crucial moment missed by Preston North End to liven things up as Carson takes this goal kick. He goes all the way down the pitch. Could Derby now go up and score? The answer is no, as the ball is hoofed back up the pitch. First header to Derby, the next header to Preston. Can they control it? No, Brown can't control it. Good play there by Hudson in the middle of the park. Plays it to his left. Still going. In. Wyman. Still Wyman. Gallagher boots it out for a throw in. Nope, still in play. Another hoof from Derby. Well, Derby, it's in the 12-yard box, but Derby do nothing with it. Ball booted down the pitch. Robinson. Pearson. Go on, see how far you can take it. Nope, played short. Gallagher to Brown. Still with Preston going nowhere. Fisher, he plays a dodgy ball back. Could be a little chance. No, all the way back to Maxwell. I think that's 38 minutes now played. So, the talking point of this game, Robinson, number 8, decides to go down for a dodgy penalty. It wasn't a penalty whatsoever. The player did go down. So it was a bit unfair. But, say that. Did Preston North End take advantage? No, they didn't. Brown missed a penalty. So it's still 0-0, 39 minutes. Derby with the ball. Middle of the park. Derby going all the way back to Carson from inside their own area. A long kick, heads up. And the referee blows his whistle for something, and it's going to be a free kick to Preston off the bowl. Hello, J.O. Connolly. Preston do something magical here. No. Maguire going down, no free kick. And, well, that's going to be a free kick. Vidra there pushing Pearson over. And Preston take it quick. 5 minutes to go. Here come Preston. Derby kicked the ball away. Nugent. Vidra out of position. And here goes Fisher, going to play it to the middle. To Gallagher now. Cunningham. Robinson going to take a shot here. And he misses. Spot on, sir. Absolutely. And there's Robson just outside the 12-yard box, and he drags his shot well wide of the mark. Nowhere near. And Alex O'Neill again looks very disappointed. But that'll go to Preston. A quick ball played up. Should be dealt with by Derby. No, that wasn't out for a throw in. Preston. No. Free kick. Who to? Well, the referee having the words with Pearson and Nugent. There's Hunterton and Ledley. Well, Pearson's still annoyed by that. Challenged by Vidra. Well, Preston are the ones dominating the game so far. I don't support Preston North End or Derby County. Well, Pearson goes down. Pearson goes down. Nothing in that. Oh, he does catch Vidra, so yeah, the booking is justified. Yep. We love to sort of do our best as Preston come forward. It's a free kick to Derby. I'm a Gillingham fan. Local boy, well, kind of a local boy from Kent. Well, the Lily Whites, Invincibles, I don't know what, then they went invincible in that season. And the North Enders, Derby have always been known as the Rams. They're also founding members of the Football League. So here comes the kick, long from Carson, heads up. It's been one of those comical games so far. Well, I'm not able to go to Southend today. I thought I'd just stay in and watch all the games and give you this lovely commentary. 2 more games to do. Hopefully Gillingham can beat Southend as Preston again try to come forward. It's a good ball now in the 12-yard box, and that goes out for a goal kick. Well, goal scoring opportunities, nothing at all. Just a penalty missed from Brown, and that was that. I think I think Gary Rowett will say, not done nothing in this first half, but it's a game of two halves, so maybe Derby can get it going in the second half. Well, sort of. We can't make the playoffs. I think we should be alright for staying in this league. We're on 49 points. Northampton and Oldham look like teams just given up on the season. Both getting hammered left, right, and centre. Both lost 3-0 pretty comfortably over the weekend. Oh yes, I am very knowledgeable. Rowett was a former Derby County player back in the day. Also the former manager of Birmingham City and Burton Albany. 57% in the middle of the park. 1 minute of injury time. This is the Football Channel HD. Dedicated to true football. We do not play for one team. We're a neutral. And soon it will be half time. Can Preston score? No. Down the pitch. Can Derby score? No. Header. Well, that was a funny first half. Preston North End conning the referee for a penalty. Browning justice was served when he missed the penalty totally. Anyway, 0-0, and that's that. And of course we'll be back for the second half. So we're back for the second half, and it's Derby has kicked off and Nugent straight away charging, blah de blah. Handball given. Clip fire by Davis. And it'll be Derby getting hold of that ball, kicking it up the pitch. And Maguire closes down and that goes out for a goal kick. I bet Browning's wondering, how did he miss that penalty? Well, you're up against Scott Carson, who's a very, very useless keeper. All you had to do was put your shot down the field. Well, just hit the target and it would have gone in. I mean, sending Carson the wrong way is not difficult as this ball's flowing. And Blue's going to get the opening opportunity. Will there be a goal in this game? So Preston Derby. Derby have won 6, drawn 3. Preston haven't beaten Derby in 9. So nearly 10 years. The last time Preston beat Derby 2-0 under Alan Irvine. Who's he managing now? Big John Parker, remember him? And since then, of course, Preston did have a relegation to League One, but eventually came back up. And there go Derby. There come Derby. Nugent on his Vidra busting to get in there, but Nugent unable to provide the cross. So throw into Derby. Go on, Wisdom, take it long. Back to Wisdom. To Wyman. Wisdom, no. Wisdom going to go it alone. Wisdom not going to try and win a corner. He gets the ball in there. He does not, and that goes behind for a goal kick. No, it's a corner. Yep, corner to Derby. The Premiership, you wouldn't even recognise the Premiership from 20 years ago. Here comes the ball. That's a foul. What's the referee giving here? Words. Well, Huddleston did commit a foul. They did push his man. Alex O'Neill and Gary Rowett having a conversation. Maxwell dealt with that easy, and that'll be out for a goal kick this time. And quickly out by Maxwell. Preston play it long. Is that going to find anybody but a Derby head? And the referee blows his whistle. So free kick to Derby County. Declan Rudd, the reserve keeper, played for Norwich City in the Premiership. Long ball played. Heads up. Cunningham. Maguire. Can Maguire? Though he plays it to Cunningham. Ricochets out for a throw in. And Wyman can't believe it. Hands on his head. It's a goal. It's a free kick. We're going to have a look at Wyman. Did he... Well, I think that's a bit harsh, that for Wyman. That is not a free kick. I suppose there's a lot of teams outside the playoffs, in the playoffs, are happy with this result. And there you go, Preston North End, passing it around their right side. Ball played in. That is going to either go out for a goal kick. No, he's kept it in. And he wins a throw in. So Cunningham with the throw in to Robinson, back to Cunningham to Robinson. Not going forward. Pearson forward but headed away. And now Derby with Nugent, Huddleston, Lawrenson. Here goes Nugent. He goes down and wins a free kick. I don't think that was a free kick. Let's have a look at it again. Oh, a little push and Nugent goes down like a pack of cards. That was cheating. But now Derby have a free kick. A few yards out on their right. Who's over it? Lawrenson. With some of the stuff he did in the first half, I wouldn't fancy him to score from that angle. It's a good angle to get a goal, but I'm not going to think Lawrenson's going to hit the back of the net. Might hit the back of the stand. Well, see what Lawrenson can do. He can score a goal for Derby. Okay, I was proven wrong. 1-0 to the Derby. The goal from Lawrenson. And that did take a deflection, by the way. Well, Derby have the lead here at Deepdale. That puts Derby on 65 points. Did it work? What did they do? Here comes... well, that is here with the angle. Ledley... Okay, the goal was by Tom Lawrenson. He went straight in the bottom corner. Well done, Tom Lawrenson. I expected you to hit the back of the stand, but he's hit the back of the net. Fair play. And this time, Derby score first in the right goal. And Nugent receiving some treatment. So first goal after 53 minutes to the Derby. And Preston on the back foot. Well, I think with the teams outside the playoffs, would you be happy with the Derby win, or would you rather have both teams draw this game? I'm sure none of you want Preston to win, as Preston have it in the middle. Need to get a goal back very quickly, I would think. And there's another balloon on the pitch. And that will be a throw in the Preston North End. Just by the tempo bet ad. So Preston dominating the first half, but Derby been a lot better in the second half as the ball's played back to Maxwell and he boots the ball out. And it's headed away by Derby. Looks like Derby heading the ball centre of the park. A ball lobbed over. I don't think Derby will get there. And it's gone to Preston North End. "52 minutes that goal was scored on, not 53. And it is now Fisher with the throw in. Pearson. And they're going backwards, Preston. Now Gallagher on the other side. No. Gallagher looking for and finds a Derby player. Ledley under pressure now. Well done, Huddleston and Ledley did pretty well there. And that's some good play by Derby, but Vidra couldn't keep the ball in play. And Preston took the throw in very quickly. Played from the back, a long ball down the middle. And here go Preston. Need to be more clinical with the passing. And here go Preston. Still on the ball. Ball lofted in there. Robson couldn't control it. Brown loses it. Still with Preston, but going up the pitch. Browning takes the throw in. Here comes Browning again, coming down that pitch, running into 3, plays it out to number 8. Robinson. Browning tries to get the ball, loses foot, but keeps his foot in. Cunningham running in there. Good ball, and that is not a penalty. It's a free kick. You've got to be joking me, ref. Cunningham comes in. That is not a free kick. That's not a free kick. Referee. He's given a cheap free kick to Preston North End. Well, I suppose you've got to say Derby's goal came from a free kick. That wasn't a free kick. So he's fair, I suppose. And we know Gallagher is going to try his luck. Well, it's just outside the 12-yard box out on the right. Free kick, he's played it in their heads. Corner. No, goal kick. Davis can't believe it. He thinks he should have had a corner. Is he right? Oh, yes, he is. It should have been a corner to Preston North End. But then again, that was never a free kick to Preston North End. There was never a foul. Well, Lawrenson's goal again. It's not the... Yeah, fair enough. Lawrenson is the goal scorer. There was no deflection. And well played for Joe Ledley for opening the wall there. And the referees now again having words. Browning and Cunningham having words with the referee. I meant Cunningham. There isn't. That's Brown. Getting mixed up with the old Gills player Marcus Browning, who scored a hat-trick against Preston in 2001. We smashed Preston 5-1 and we were top of the first division all for 1 week. As Preston clear that. Now Preston maybe can counter. Not like that, they won't. That's too easy for Derby. And now we go, Derby on the attack. Huddleston, Wisdom. Nugent in, nobody there. And that'll go to a Preston shirt. And Preston, can they do anything? That's a long ball play by Brown. And Davis had enough yards on him, and the captain puts it out for throw-in to Preston. A few dodgy decisions today from the referee. The goal, it was a good free kick, but I continue now with Derby should not have had a free kick. Just like Preston shouldn't have had a free kick a few minutes ago, or shouldn't have had that penalty in the first half, but luckily the penalty wasn't scored. A long ball played by Derby. Can he get hold of it? Number 23, Vidra, no. And Fisher boots it out for a throw into Derby. Fisher getting there first. Vidra not having a great game. The throw in is just inside the Preston half by the halfway line. So win today will give Derby more strength for another hopefully successful playoff bid this time around, because they did win the playoffs to get into the Premiership 10 years ago, which I'm sure Derby fans would rather forget. But since then they have been involved in the playoffs a few times and have been pretty unsuccessful, to say the least, as Maxwell rolls it out quick, played down the middle, and Robertson lets it go out for a throw-in. Huddleston got there first on the halfway line. Playing it along the line now, Preston North End, Gallagher, Fisher, back to the defence. Can Preston get this ball forward? Cunningham, no, plays it in the middle, loses it, but luckily Preston retrieve it very quickly. Brownie nearly made a massive mistake. Gallagher plays it all the way out to the right. No. Good defending. Not able to find Maguire on the right. And Cunningham now will take that throw in. We've passed the hour mark. Is Cunningham going long? He's looking for Maguire, but he doesn't use Maguire. Robertson, Cunningham to Maguire with a header. Robertson, can he get there? No. Is that a corner? It's a goal kick. Great defending there from Pearce. I don't know. Oh, he really makes sure Robertson doesn't get that ball and doesn't get that corner. Substitution now. It's Brownie, number 8, coming off. Lewis Malt, number 21. So a striker on for Preston North End. So they're going for more of an attacking option. So Malt is going to... So Maguire going on the left side. And Robson going on the right side. And Malt a lone striker. It might work. It probably won't. And he'll... Could be a chance there for Derby. And Nugent puts it wide. There was a good bowling... Fantastic from Vyman, but Nugent should be making it 2-0. A brilliant bowling, and Nugent, oh dear Nugent, you should be having that in the back of the net. Disappointing that from Nugent. When the ball came in the 6-yard box, he was there for Nugent to score, but Nugent totally got his timing totally wrong. Poor timing from a great bowling from Wyman, the Austrian international, as Carlson kicks it long, but that goes to Preston, and I don't think Maguire's going to get to that. Easily dealt with by Derby, but they've lost the ball. But Derby clear up, and Curtis Davies pumps the ball forward. Oh, that's dodgy, and Maxwell just gets there in time. Very risky, but they got away with it, Preston. And that Fisher, oh, he doesn't find anybody, just hits a Derby player. Gallagher. Here's Barkhazen. Plays a bowl in, and that's out for a corner to Derby. Preston, sorry. So 5 thumbs up, thank you very much. We have 9 listening. Hello, how are you on this Easter Monday bank holiday? 5 corners to Preston, to Derby's 1. Here it comes. Huntington in the near post, no. Preston calling for a penalty and not going to get one. The ball comes back in from Robson, headed out. Who's going to get there first? Pearson, still Pearson trying to turn, plays it back upfield. Now Fisher loses it, and that will be a throw-in on the halfway line, which Pearson, I presume, is going to take. He's not. That's going to be Cunningham to Pearson. Here goes Maguire. No, he's lost it. Wisdom. Huddleston to Nugent to Vidra. And Vidra can't get... Oh, that was poor from Vidra. Back to Maxwell. Vidra going to chase the keeper down. Quick play now by Preston. Pearson. Cunningham. No, back to Pearson. Through the middle. Comes back to Pearson. Out to Fisher. No, back to Pearson. Don't know where Preston are going. They're going the other way. Playing it through the middle. Davis. Over Maguire to Fisher. Fisher to Robinson. He doesn't find him. And Bird. And that's a foul by Fisher. Coming together. I can't see nothing from that angle. I'm going to say not a penalty. I can see nothing. So it's Carson. Preston now piling on the pressure, but really not making anything happen. Sort of pressure. Bit like what we've seen from Middlesbrough and Hull City. Lots of pressure and nothing happening. Someone said between Nugent and Hutchison. I don't know and I don't care. Get on with the game. And that comes to nothing. Got to be careful here. What happened? Off a yellow card, I think, for Nugent. Yeah, he just barged into him there. Oh well. Ball kicked out long. Heads up, middle of the park. Headed back in by Preston. Preston trying to go forward and that's hooked away. Still right near the middle here. Preston not going anywhere. Ball with Derby. Scrappy play. Here go Preston with no urgency. But Curtis, no. No, nothing there. Down that left side for Preston. Pearson goes down. Free kick. Or was that a throw in? It's been given as a free kick out on the left side for Preston North End. I do not think that was a free kick. Referees make some poor decision. So Gallagher gonna take this set piece. Hunterton and Davis in there for Preston. Cutting the cover from the round the back, and that is volleyed over the bar into the stands. It's a big chance they don't deal with it really at the near post, but that volley, oh come on, try and get it on target at least, Preston North End. Number 23 for Preston, only able to blow it over the bar. Hunterton, that was dire. You could say Wisdom might have put him off. That's headed back to Maxwell. What's Maxwell going to go for, the throw out or the long kick? He's thrown it out. Fisher plays it down the width. And that will be dealt with by Carson, who comes out of his area. Well, Malt seems to be very energetic, but he's yet to do anything of any note in this second half since coming on as a sub. But Robson has the ball. Cunningham, and that is all the way back. Looped over into the helms of Carson in that goal. And Carson boots the ball Up it goes, heads up. Davies was there first. Gallagher. Malt. Cunning to Maguire. And they've lost it. Wisdom. Huddleston. Nugent. No, Wyman's not going to get to that ball. Player down for Derby. Lawrenson down. Holding just below his knee. We have P. Walker Hot from Brazil. Hello, how are you on this bank holiday Easter Monday? 20 minutes left to go. Derby are in the lead and they will go on 65 points. So substitution now coming on for Derby. Header. Who's going to get the first? Preston heading it back. Middle of the park. Preston play a long ball. Can Robson get there? No, he can't. Gotta admit, Huddleston's had a good game for Derby. As Lawrenson and Robertson have words, or is that Fisher? So Billy Bowden coming on for Preston. He's a Welsh international, made his debut last week against Uruguay. And who's going off for Preston? Mark Hazen coming off. So Tom Behazen coming off and Bill Bowden coming on. Should be a straight swap. So Palmer coming off. Or shall I say coming on. A few boos from the Preston fans. It's Vidri, hasn't had a good game, but Casey Palmer is coming on. I think that's a straight swap involved. I think he's wearing the number 2, isn't he? Well, the Derby fans are singing his name. Who remembers the USA goalkeeper Casey Keller, Millwall, Leicester and Tottenham? A very good goalkeeper indeed. And it's Preston with the ball in their own half. Need to get that ball forward. 70 minutes to go. They don't want to lose the ball there, but luckily here you go. Palmer's first action. Cunningham. Free kick. Wisdom wondering why. Like I am. What was the free kick for? We don't know. It's played back to the keeper. No, the free kick's not been taken. Now the free kick's been taken by Cunningham. Back to the keeper. Out on the other side to Huntington, number 23. No, back to Huntington. Huntington looks for... No, doesn't find anybody. Gallagher. It's all over the place here from Preston. Fisher then booted away by Derby. Middle of the park now for Preston. No, they're not able to go through the defence. Maguire, Gallagher. Here goes Bowden. What can he do? Cross comes in. And that's put out by Huddleston for a corner to Derby. Preston. A Preston corner. The Preston now got a corner, which I'm sure Gallagher's going to take. He's taking all the set pieces. It wasn't a bad cross from Bowden. Gallagher with the corner. Heads up. No. Hunterton kind of coming together there, but the ball's still in there. Pearson, when he's got options, just plays it along the line. Fisher back to Pearson. Pearson goes long. I don't know who he was aiming for. Malt. Maguire. Wide. Bowling from Pearson doesn't really do what it does. Malt snapped at that shot and it went wide of the post. 50 minutes to go. Malt got his first goal, of course, in that 4-1 hammering against Sheffield Wednesday, which I'm sure Preston fans want to forget. It wasn't Good Friday for either of these teams, but well, Preston looking a lot better in defence, but up front not yet, not really, or do anything to test Carson. I mean, Carson's not the greatest keeper in the world, but I've got to admit, Derby looked pretty solid in defence as Palmer loses the ball. But Bowden loses the ball. Maybe Derby going to come forward. Lawrence loses. He goes down. Wins a free kick. We got 7 in. How are you? Thanks for tuning in. Oh, Gallagher. No, I don't think that was a free kick. Lawrence and the game went down. Free kick been taken, I'll take it. There's a player down for Preston. What happened there? No, free kick not been taken. That Preston player's back up. It's Huddleston. Palmer's thinking about it. Just off the ball. No, Palmer walking away. So Huddleston gonna try his luck. Free kick played in, and that's wide. So Huddleston tries to clip the ball in, but that comes to nothing, just headed wide. Ball kicked out. Header by Derby, straight back into Preston half, then looped back in by Preston. 2 headers. Now is a chance maybe for Preston. Ball played in. That goes across the 12-yard box, out for throw into Derby. Johnson coming on now for Derby. And Callum Robson is coming off. And that's a substitution for Preston. Callum Robson off. Daniel Johnston on. Wisdom with the throw in. He goes long. Header. A ball lofted up there. There's only Casey Palmer up front. He chases it down. Maybe Casey Palmer's going to score. It's wide. Well, Casey Palmer ran onto that, won the ball in the 12-yard box, but his shot went wide of that right post. Some poor defending, but Casey Palmer right onto 12-yard box, takes a shot, beats the keeper, but it's the wrong side of the post. Not bad for the number 7 substitution. Preston with the ball now. Davis can't get it in. He'll take the corner. Coming off Davis. Maguire unable to get a hold of that, but he seems to be happy with the corner. Preston North End have 11 minutes to get back into this game, as Gallagher again takes the set pieces. It's straight in there, it's going over everybody. Comes to nothing, but still with Preston maybe. As comes to nothing. Ricochet. Malt. No. And is that another corner? It certainly is. No, it's a goal kick. There's a lot of argy-bargy there in the 6-yard and 12-yard box. As we're down to the last 10 minutes. And it's Carson to take this goal kick. And Gallagher's on the right side for Preston. And Johnson will take up the central position for Preston. So 1-0 to Derby County. A bit more cement on their playoff position as they move above Middlesbrough. And Gallagher penalised for a shove there. It's been quite an intriguing game. So free kick to Derby just inside their own half by the halfway line. Out on their right side. That's going to go straight in the box. Nugent, can Palmer get it? No. Hunter then heads it out. That's not a free kick. And it's still with Wisdom. We're to Wyman. Wyman, can he get the ball in there? No. And he wins a corner. Ball coming off Pearson. I don't know if that was a steward who threw the ball back to Pearson or a postman. Time ticking now for Preston. I think another goal now for Derby would confirm a victory to the Rams. Who's taking it? Joe Ledley, the Welsh international. Ball's in. Nothing. Hunter then cleared it. Back out to Ledley. Ledley puts the ball straight in there. That's cleared by Preston. But he's coming now back. Lawrence plays the ball. But Cunningham will deal with that and he will play it out to Johnson. Johnson plays a long one. And there was no way Maguire was getting to that. Here comes Johnson. Oh, and everyone falls in the huddle in the 12-yard box. But Maxwell will have hold of that. Lawrence unable to get there first. And now they're coming quick. Oh dear. Well, was he caught by Wisdom or did he just fall over? Boyden crying foul play. I didn't really see what happened to me. Like he just fell over. Well, referee wants words with Wisdom. Well, I don't know. It looks like it caught him, or did it? That was a dreadful replay. And Carlson should have dealt with that. Ball was back in, and that flies into the crowd from Gallagher. Gallagher should have hit the target. But he blasts it high and wide into the stand behind the goal. Gallagher should be doing better than that. Carson in no man's land, and when that ball falls back to Gallagher, he side foots it over the bar. And Alex O'Neill can't believe it. He rubs his head in disbelief. And we've just got just under 6 minutes to play. 2 minutes of injury time as Carson. 17 attempts for Preston North End, 2 for Derby. And 1 on target each. That sounds about right. As Billy Bowden. Back at the Bowden. Here comes Bowden down the wing. Oh, that's gone all the way over the other side. Here comes Fisher. That is dreadful. All the way through the Carson. Dreadful ball from Fisher. Couldn't find Malt or Maguire in the 6-yard box. Fisher got to do better. Too easy, and the keeper gets hold of that with ease. Another header by Preston. Pierce. And now Billy Bowden, the substitution. Malt to Johnson. Out to Fisher. Fisher plays it back to Huntington. To Johnson. Out to Cunningham. To Malt. Here goes Bowden, take a shot. Oh, don't bother. Oh, Carson luckily gets hold of it at the second attempt. A weak shot there from Bowden. Come on, Bowden, you could do better. Bowden takes a shot outside the 12-yard area, but it is what it is. Carson drops the first, but catches it at the second attempt. But it was a lightweight shot. Never going to trouble a proper goalkeeper. I don't rate Scott Carson for obvious reasons. Could this be a chance? And Maxwell takes it out, does a Bruce Grobbler, and belts it out for a throw-in. Maxwell trying to be the sweeper keeper like Bruce Grobbler, the ex-Liverpool keeper from Zimbabwe. Wisdom. Chris Maxwell, a Welsh international, as Wisdom takes his throw-in. Ledley, Wisdom, loses it. Palmer plays it back to Wisdom. Wisdom doesn't know where to go, plays it back to Maxwell. Can't find nowhere. Maguire, Malt for Preston. Bowden back to Malt on the wing, who plays it back to Bowden. Pearson, Cunningham. Ball now in the box. No. Couldn't find Maguire. Maguire. Huddleston boots it out. Sweeping up very easily. Clearing the danger if there was any. And that's a foul from behind. Should be a free kick. And it's a yellow card for Fisher. And that is the correct decision. Yeah, it's definitely a foul. Definitely a foul, Fisher, on Lawrenson. That was a lunge from behind. And Darnell Fisher can't complain with that, even though he's complaining. Substitution now for Derby County, wearing that lovely yellow and blue outfit. Who's coming off for Derby? Jogging to the halfway line, get off the pitch a bit faster. That was the goal from Lawrenson, who has been substituted, I believe. It's Tom Lawrenson. I thought he was going to smash it into the back of the stands, but he hit the back of the net instead. So I was proven wrong as Tom Lawrenson comes off. 26, it's Jamie Hansen coming on. Is he going to be a wonder sub for Derby? Can he seal the deal for Derby? Well, here comes the free kick now. A long way out. Put straight into the 12-yard box. Easily dealt with. Well, he'll go to the right side. And there'll be another free kick to Derby. And Maguire can't believe it neither. We'll come to the last few seconds of this game at Deepdale. Ball over the halfway line. Well, actually on the halfway line. Ball put straight in. Should be dealt with. Goal kick. I think Nugent there, unable to get the ball, and he nearly flew into the cameraman, taking the cameraman out. and the cameraman having to readjust his lens and all that palaver, and that's been kicked out for throwing to Preston North End. How much injury time? I'm going to go for 2 minutes. 5 minutes of injury time. Are you sure, fourth official? Alex O'Neill thinks there should be more. You are joking. There is no way there was 5 minutes of injury time, and Gary Rowett looks bemused at the 5 minutes of injury time. But what can happen in this last... Well, we're down right into 5 minutes of injury time. What can happen? We do have 2 more games to go tonight. Joining me at about 5:30 for the clash at Fratton Park between Wigan and Portsmouth. Of course, Wigan looking for promotion back to the Championship once again. They went up a couple of seasons ago and came straight back down. Now they're looking to go back up. Johnson. And after that, we got Sheffield United v Cardiff at Bramall Lane. Virtually 50 minutes to get everything set up. Cunningham, Bodin, Pearson, back to Pearson, Pearson to Bowden. Oh, nothing there. Huddleston, Ledley. A long ball played out. Ken Darby get to the ball. Number 19 keeps it in play, and number 19 still going. He has to run it in. Plays the ball over. Can't find Palmer. But it's over to Hansen now. Can Hansen get it in? No, he's going to go. He's going to keep it there near the corner flag. Then he plays it in. And Preston will come away with it. But I have to be quick. 3 minutes to go of injury time. And Darby and Hansen should have kept it by the corner flag. A long ball played in. Palmer. No, headed back. Ball back in by Darby. Now Preston have the ball. It's middle of the park stuff. Going nowhere. Still nowhere near goal. Preston, but now a ball played in 12-yard box. Booted away by Wisdom. And Bird boots even further. Got to be show Huntington. Johnson. No, going the wrong way. Preston out the Cunningham. And Cunningham tries to get it over there. No, it's headed away. Oh, they're trying to protect the lead here, Derby. So far, so good in defence. But it only takes a minute of lost concentration as Wyman, I think, has been penalised for a foul. The final substitution for Derby. And another cause of boos from the Preston fans. 90 seconds now left for Derby. It's David Nugent coming up and Cameron Jerome. Well, they got to defend this free kick. It's pretty far out in the middle of the Derby half. Ball comes straight in. Should be dealt with. Into the arms of Carson, that header from Maguire. Pretty... it's not a bad ball here. Maguire doesn't deal with it. Easy defending that for Derby. Closing him down quite comfortably. And that'll be offside. Now better be played back to Maxwell. No. Well, there's not much time left for Preston. They better boot that ball down the pitch. Preston haven't got the time to wallow on the ball. It's a long ball played in. Bounties over everybody. The ball booted away. Header up. Back in by Cunningham. A long ball played by Gallagher in. This could be a... no. Wisdom boots it away. Well, Preston piling it on, but no pressure.
Nothing to worry for Derby. We've hit the 5 minutes of injury time has gone. Last effort, and that should be it. Come on, time to blow your whistle, referee. Ball booted up there by Carson. Well, still playing. And the ball's going to go out. Game over. Victory for Gary Rowett's Derby County. 3 more points, moving them into 5th place in the playoffs. Another defeat for Preston North End and their bid for the playoffs. Well, there's still a chance of making it, but results could, if results don't go their way, they'll be a bit further away. And I'll be back very soon. What, 5:30 for the League One clash between Portsmouth and Wigan, and then straight after that it's Sheffield United v Cardiff City. So thank you very much for joining me for the first stream, and I'll be back in a couple of hours. Goodbye and good afternoon for now.